This video is sponsored by .store domains.
Is that your real laugh?
No, yeah, that's how I laugh.
Seth Rogen is a little goofy. Some might say he doesn't quite fit the mold.
Am I defective? Am I someone that is unlovable? I might not be better than them, or smarter than them, or be as good looking as them, or girls didn't talk to us much. But I can at least work harder than them.
But being different isn't the problem. It's the point.
Conflict, how you don't fit into the world, what you view as wrong with the world. It's also the heart of stand-up.
Hi, I'm Seth Rogen, and I'll tell you a bit about myself.
He's here to close the show for you tonight. Please welcome to the stage Seth Rogen, ladies and gentlemen.
Seth Rogen. Hey, I'm Seth Rogen, and I'm a former Playgirl centerfold model.
Some comedians have like a dark origin story, you know what I mean? I don't.
And I don't mind being a kid because, well, where are they being in it?
I started when I was 13, and so I had no driver's license, and so my mom would drive me to shows and watch me tell jokes.
In Canada?
In Vancouver, British Columbia, yeah.
How come all of us have learned the alphabet so many years ago, we still have to do this? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
This is a special night for stand-up comic Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah. Hey there.
It's going to be one of his final shows in Vancouver for some time.
When I was 16, I've been doing stand-up comedy for a few years, and then I auditioned for a TV show called Freaks and Geeks. I didn't expect to get it, so I just went in and did my thing.
Have you thought about what you're going to do when you graduate?
I have some thoughts, but I'm weighing my options.
But Seth did get it, a starring role on the new NBC series Freaks and Geeks, a one-hour drama about high school students set in the early 80s.
Why is the house up for sale?
Because we're moving to LA to do the show.
Freaks and Geeks premieres this Saturday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Seth leaves for the bright lights of LA.
Everyone always thinks I'm joking all the time.
Your butt was calling to me.
Starting with my voice, doesn't it?
16 years old, you get a part in Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
And that brings you to LA with your family.
Yeah.
Seth's dad has yet to find work. Right now, their son is the only breadwinner in the family.
You're gay. I'm not gay. You're not? No. Oh.
What, did that feel like pressure? Being 16 years old and being the breadwinner for your house because your parents have lost their jobs.
We just haven't hit our stride. We're trying to find out what our future is here before we kind of commit to what we're doing.
Oh, good work, genius. Way to use your brain.
What? I remember my dad telling me, like, after like 6 months of being on Freaks and Geeks, he's like, you've made more money in this time than I've made my entire life put together.
Either way, I have more money now than I ever had before, so it doesn't bother me that much having to pay for most things because whatever, you know. Just what I gotta do.
You're acting completely weird.
I was more than happy to provide for everybody because
I don't know what to say.
I suddenly had access to an amount of money that was like absurd compared to the amount of money I grew up with access to, or anyone in my family grew up with access to.
That is exactly why I don't carry a purse.
Then they moved back to Canada when I was 18, and that's around when I became unemployed for years and years.
But in Hollywood, stardom is fleeting.
I have had a lapse in judgment.
Back in the day, studios cancelled TV shows.
And I don't expect forgiveness.
Nowadays, YouTubers do it to themselves.
You guys were right. My store domain is way too long.
Don't be that guy. With a .store domain, your link is the one thing nobody can cancel. Oh, that's much better. Your store's URL needs to be clean, memorable, and most importantly, say what it is. Your official store. Think about it this way. Your name plus your .store domain is all your audience needs to find your merch. And more clicks equals more sales, which is why .store is used by the world's biggest creators. Plus me. Don't use a confusing domain, okay? It's embarrassing. Grab your dream .store domain before somebody else does. Links in the description.
Freaks and Geeks, what high school was like for the rest of us.
But it was only on the air 1 year, so you came down, you land on like the best show on television. To have it end so quickly.
If things just don't work out, then whatever, go back to Vancouver and continue the life I had before, which wasn't that bad.
Then I basically didn't work for like 3 years, essentially, yeah.
And it was several years where I essentially did nothing, which is a pretty long time, especially when you're that age. Most people I knew were graduating college and like really starting their lives, and it seemed as though maybe my career was ending and I was gonna have to move back to Vancouver and work in a video game store or something, you know? It wasn't great. I was running out of money for sure, and opportunities did not seem like they would come for me as an actor.
Most people quit at that point. That's the point where you say, fuck this.
That didn't even occur to me. I was writing a lot still.
But as a writer, you know, we had written Superbad, and no one wanted to make it, but it was like a very good writing sample.
Hi, I'm Seth Rogen. And I'm Evan Goldberg.
In general, with movies, like I do most of it with Evan.
You and Evan were kids together, right?
Yeah, we met in bar mitzvah class.
In bar mitzvah class.
Uh-huh.
We became friends pretty fast, yeah. And like I was like interested in writing and comedy and...
At 12.
Yeah, and so was he.
When you're like a kid who's creative and into a certain thing, and you find another kid who's like the only other kid you ever met who's like into that thing, it was like really lucky.
Like very quickly, we decided to try to write a movie together.
We wrote it in high school for the most part, so I mean, something would happen to us Monday, we'd write it in on Tuesday.
I hung out in my basement, the chill zone is where we chillax.
We would literally sit in a parked car on the street and smoke weed and write on a laptop computer.
Draw pictures of dicks.
What?
Our whole goal for writing it was to make a very realistic portrayal of our high school experience.
And then slowly, over the next couple of years, it like got this structure of like, oh, it could be about these guys who were trying to lose their virginity, kind of, and then college is coming. And
yeah, Seth, I'm really gonna miss your knee slappers when me and Evan are at Dartmouth.
Yeah, well, you guys are at Dartmouth. I'll be over at State, where the girls are half as smart and thus twice as likely to fillet me.
Like, Seth was not that freaking out. He was a pretty relaxed guy in high school. And I was not terrified of women to the most insane degree.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh. But I wasn't the most courageous fellow.
Grade 8, which was the start of high school for us. We were three, me, him, and Fogel, pretty strange kids.
Girls didn't talk to us much.
Yeah, that's...
God, it's in. I can't believe you were sober. Look at you. Look at me.
Like I was a virgin for most of the time I was writing that movie, and I was at that age where I was like, is it ever gonna happen? Am I defective? Am I someone that is unlovable?
And now because of you, I'm going to college, a fucking friendless virgin. Man, I'll see you later.
And then beyond that, we were like, oh, it would be great if it had like a deeper emotional story about separation and all these things.
We were supposed to go to college together, Evan. Since we were little kids, since elementary school, that's all we've ever talked about was us going to college together, and you got into fucking Dartmouth.
You're gonna miss each other?
No, miss each other? No, thank you. I don't miss each other. What the fuck do you want? I'm not gonna let you slow me down anymore, Seth.
And my friends, the only people that I'll ever have deep relationships with?
I love you. I love you. I'm not even embarrassed to say it.
And even they are gonna go their own separate ways at some point.
Why don't we say that every day? Why can't we say it more often?
I just love you. I just want to go to the rooftops and scream, I love my best friend, Evan.
We should go up.
For sure.
There was always this sense of like, is our high school experience very specific and unrelatable? We're just writing what's happening to us. We are Jewish Canadian boys in Vancouver. Like, it's pretty niche, you know?
Yeah.
And then it became the most successful high school movie of all time.
Don't be so...
It's exciting. It's like the most exciting night of my life.
And we're here on the red carpet in the heart of Hollywood for the Superbad movie premiere.
This is my first big premiere. Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
We've been trying to sell this script for 8 years almost.
I mean, I've been writing this movie for over half my life now.
We need to build a dam to stop the pussy juice from overflowing onto us.
You're right.
That's graphic.
Hang on, we're missing something. How on earth did two inexperienced 20-somethings get their R-rated screenplay greenlit?
I auditioned for a TV show called Freaks and Geeks, and Judd Apatow was one of the producers of that show, and he did 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up.
Had a smaller role in 40-Year-Old Virgin, but it was like a massively successful movie.
You know how I know that you're gay?
How? Because you're gay and you can tell who other gay people are?
Then I was in the star of Knocked Up, which was a massively successful movie.
Hello, MTV. I'm Seth Rogen. We're on the set of Knocked Up.
Basically, after 40-Year-Old Virgin, in which he could have made anything he wanted to, he said, I'm going to make Seth Rogen a movie star.
I'm pregnant.
Fuck off.
What?
What? He really could have done anything. I think he was offered Spider-Man 3, but he turned it down to do this, Knocked Up, with me for some reason. So I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to sink the talons in deep and not let go.
I'm pregnant?
With emotion?
With a baby. You're the father.
After essentially like Knocked Up came out, and Judd had produced Anchorman and Talladega Nights. It's like we were kind of the safest bet in Hollywood in some ways. And essentially, Amy Pascal, who ran Sony, was like, if you have a script written, I will make it.
I mean, I became very famous very fast also. Like, so I would just see in my own life, like, all of a sudden I got recognized everywhere I went.
Hey, Seth Rogen, what up, man?
Seth Rogen was about 25 when the world learned his name. But only 3 years before that, it seemed an impossible task.
We had finished Superbad. No one wanted to make it. We thought it was good, so we kind of put it on the shelf. We're like, let's write another movie. And then we wrote Pineapple Express.
What's it called?
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
Yes.
When we were in our teens, we wrote Superbad. And then we were in our 20s, we wrote Pineapple Express, which was really largely about like how the early part of our 20s, we were unemployed and just sat around and smoked weed all day and did nothing. Except kind of gripe about why weren't we more successful.
You don't see what a fuck up I am. I'm in no shape to be dated by anyone.
Fuck a real job, you fucking cocksucker.
I've definitely spent large periods of my life where I've done absolutely nothing but smoke weed.
In case you haven't noticed, which you haven't, I've been preparing for this role my whole life, I think, in some way. Because from what I can tell, you don't notice anything ever.
Longtime friends Seth Rogen and James Franco have teamed up for the first time on the big screen in the comedy Pineapple Express, which hits theaters tomorrow.
He just became very successful after Freaks and Geeks. We're not very functional when we're high, which is all the fucking time. And I sat on my couch and researched this movie for 3 years.
Why do you never act like you care about anything?
Because I'm high!
Are you a stoner in real life or just in the movies?
I don't like to share compliments I've been given, but Snoop Dogg told me I was the best joint roller he's ever met in his entire life.
Yes, I smoke weed all day, every single day, since I was 20 years old, maybe.
I want to know a little bit about weed.
Yes,
because
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
I equate it to shoes or glasses. Like, are shoes like a crutch we use, or are they a thing that we have culturally decided make our lives easier and better? Could I not wear shoes? Probably. Could I not smoke weed? Probably. Would I just much rather smoke weed all day? Yes.
Okay. Smell it. Enjoy. It's like God's vagina.
Oh.
Know me, what would you want me smoking?
No human is quite out for this world. Everyone has things they use to make their lives livable, you know, and for me, weed is one of those things, just like a roof is one of those things. The environment it has created amongst me and my collaborators has been very additive.
We love smoking weed. It helps us do our jobs. It helps us live our lives.
For sure to my creative output. In one 12-month period of time, we made Knocked Up, Superbad, and Pineapple Express.
Seth's next film is hot action comedy Pineapple Express, which opens August 6th.
Seth Rogen had yet to miss. He and Evan's handiwork almost guaranteed critically acclaimed box office hits. It was only a matter of time until they were snapped up for something a little bigger.
The lovable actor, writer, and producer has taken on a new challenge in the new 3D action comedy feature, The Green Hornet.
Green Hornet's been around for years, but he wasn't necessarily so popular when like you and I were growing up.
Another challenge for the Green Hornet.
What made the Green Hornet the character that you wanted to bring back to life?
I mean, honestly, the fact that it wasn't that well known was kind of appealing to us because it really allowed us to kind of reinvent it in a lot of ways and make it contemporary.
Kato, I want you to take my hand. I want you to come with me on this adventure.
I'll go with you, but I don't want to touch you.
Okay, you don't have to take my hand, but will you come with me on this adventure?
So wait, Seth, so you play a superhero.
I do.
Now that you're going to become the Green Hornet,
Yeah.
there will be Megan Foxes climbing all over you.
We've been working on the movie for so long, and we've been working so hard to get it made finally.
You're about to be killed by the Green Hornet.
You shot yourself in the face by mistake.
How long was I out? What time is it?
2 o'clock.
It's very rewarding to have stuff that we really like, and the more we show it to people, the more people seem to like it. So it's exciting.
On Thursday.
It's Thursday? Are you kidding? It's not Monday right now?
With the Green Hornet, you're dealing with a lot more money, which comes higher expectations, and with that, it's a necessity to have a broader, more mainstream tone.
Tell your boss the Green Hornet sends his regards.
It's really hard to make a big, huge action movie and have it be good.
Same with Green Hornet. I mean, there was a million things that kind of went off the rails there. And
Rogen's films have earned more than $1 billion. But Rogen blasted for bombs like the Green Hornet.
Everyone knows what happens when you corner a hornet. You get stoned.
for Green Hornet, it's fine. Literally, yeah, like the reviews were coming out and it was pretty bad and people just kind of like hated it.
Every shot in Green Hornet looks like it's been designed by a bunch of people, by the producers, by the franchise owners, by the people who've done marketing research.
We maybe were allowed to do this and that and this. We could have delivered more on what we're good at than what we ultimately did.
Seth and Evan wrote Superbad thinking only they'd relate to it. With the Green Hornet, Sony attempted to make it appeal to everyone. For these guys, it was the last time they tried to fit the mold.
Soon, the pair had the clout to form their own production company, Point Grey, on homage to their high school, and to shoot big-budget movies back home.
They front like they're like talking about dicks all the time and everything, but they're 50 moves ahead of people.
I always have a hard time gauging exactly how famous me and my friends are. In our 30s, we made This Is the End, which was about like kind of fame and about successful people and about whether or not we were good people or not.
Seth, that's a better performance than you've given in your last 6 movies. Where the fuck was that in Green Hornet, huh?
But what if the rapture was not just imminent, but on the night of James Franco's star-studded house party?
Oh, you know what, actually? We should go to Franco's house soon.
Some of Hollywood's funniest and most successful young stars played themselves when the apocalypse strikes.
I think it's the apocalypse.
I mean, honestly, it was amazing at how happy people were to play these terrible, warped, at times depraved versions of themselves.
Bang, 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 you're dead.
It's kind of about old friends versus new friends, I guess, in a real way.
I'm not gonna hold you back anymore.
I don't want to die at James Franco's house.
He's your old friend. We're your new friends. He feels threatened.
That was a thing that was happening to us at the time, is like we had this kind of old group of friends and our new famous friends, and there was some, at times, conflict between those groups of friends.
Maybe this was meant to be. Maybe this horrible, horrible, deadly earthquake happened so we could become closer as a group of friends.
Fucking change. You're fucking sellout.
No, there's conflict between like your friends from home and your new friends in your new life, and who's the better influence, and who are you? Are you the new friends or the old friends?
Painted them myself.
Huh.
Side by side. A team.
Oh, shit.
Should we call Red to get more weed?
You got a great smile.
Thanks, man.
And an awesome laugh.
I've heard it's annoying.
Fuck you! What did I do?
We've all done bad shit. I gotta admit something.
Seth Rogen and James Franco, superstars as famous for their Hollywood blockbusters as for their homemade internet spoofs that reach millions. A friendship that started 15 years ago on the set of the cult TV classic Freaks and Geeks.
Because we're a team. Okay. Freaks forever, brother.
A match made in comedy heaven.
I consider him one of my closest friends.
Me too.
James Franco is now facing legal action over sexual misconduct allegations made against the actor by 2 of his former students.
At least 5 women have accused Franco of inappropriate or exploitative behavior, which he disputes.
Is flirting with a 17-year-old fan caused a major BuzzFeed? Then came the damage control on national television.
Social media is tricky. You don't know who's on the other end.
And claimed Franco used his acting school Studio 4 as an abuse of power.
So I used bad judgment in it.
Convincing students to engage in explicit nudity.
I learned my lesson.
Sex, and pushing the boundaries by dangling employment opportunities in front of them.
But over the course of my teaching, I did sleep with students, and that was wrong. Attention from women, success with women, also became a huge source of validation for me.
Violet accused Franco of forcing her to perform a sex act in her car.
Because of the power dynamic, this situation was so surreal, and I wanted him to like me.
You gotta tag me. Completely blind to power dynamics or anything like that, but also completely blind to people's feelings.
I decided to prank James Franco. I posed as a girl on Instagram. Told him I was way young. He seemed unfazed.
This is 2014. Dude, women are smart now.
I love Seth Rogen. I worked with him for 20 years. We didn't have one fight. For 20 years, not one fight. He was my absolute closest work friend, collaborator.
My longest friend in entertainment, Seth Rogen.
And, we just gelled. And, what he said is true.
How about in the park when I said that you were my friend? You didn't say anything back.
We aren't working together right now, and we don't have any plans to work together.
Well, that's easy. It's because we're not friends.
I've been in a very stable relationship throughout my entire journey. And so I think that also really helped stabilize me in a lot of ways,
I started dating my wife, Lauren, 9 years ago when her mother was almost 54 years old. She was the first serious relationship I ever had. It was this trip, the first time I met my now mother-in-law, that Lauren first admitted to herself and then to me that something was off with her mother. Soon after this trip, at 55 years old, Lauren's mother was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
And your name is? Dell. Thank you.
It was a disease that had no treatment, no cure. It was only going to steadily get worse until she died from it.
Over 5 million Americans are living with the disease, and according to the Alzheimer's Association, it kills more people than breast and prostate cancer combined.
After forgetting who she and her loved ones were, my mother-in-law, a teacher for 35 years, then forgot how to speak, feed herself, dress herself, and go to the bathroom herself, all by the age of 60.
Love you, Adele. A few years ago, she stopped responding to Mom.
Which was truly devastating and put me and my wife on a pretty intense journey for the next 15 years or so, basically.
Are you angry about it?
Very. It's pretty unfair. He's been quite an incredible support and is wonderful, and I'm so very lucky to have him. And he stepped up right away. He was really able to show how sensitive he was. I don't know what I would do without him, truly.
Over 5 million Americans have Alzheimer's, and at this rate, in 35 years, as many as 16 million will have the disease.
I could support her and love her, but I couldn't actually untangle how to address any of these problems in a meaningful way.
Let's do an event. Let's throw a variety show, because we could do that. We know comedians, we know funny people, and let's make it a fundraiser for Alzheimer's.
Welcome to Hilarity for Charity. We started Hilarity for Charity. Hilarity for Charity is a fund we have as a part of the Alzheimer's Association to raise money to help families struggling with Alzheimer's and support cutting-edge research. we kind of found like a need for this organization that we made, HFC. When your mother was sick, we found that being able to afford in-home care for her was a real life-changing thing in many ways. And so we started to try to provide that to people who didn't have the money we had. It was to create grants where you can apply and get in-home care if you can't afford it.
We'd love to award you 15 hours a week of care for a full year.
My wife, Lauren, she was like, I think you would really like pottery. I should have my own type of weed.
You should, some Seth.
Should brand it out.
You know, here you are now. You got your own weed company.
I'm Seth Rogen. Welcome to Houseplant.
Goldberg and Rogen took their love of cannabis to the next level last year with the launch of Houseplant, a cannabis lifestyle brand that started with 3 strains of cannabis and a handful of smoking accessories, and in the last year has blossomed into a full-fledged lifestyle brand that includes ceramics, furniture, and a wide range of home goods.
I found myself really struggling to furnish my home in a way that complemented the fact that I smoke weed all day, every day, and also the fact that I wanted to have nice things around. And so we started making those things. I make actual things that people want in their homes. It's a strange and lovely and new feeling.
Seth Rogen cares about aesthetic curation. It's why he hand designs Houseplant and why Point Grey produces some of the most distinctive films and shows around. But when you're the one steering the ship, you're not always the hero of the story.
You know, I love movies, but now I have this fear that my job is to ruin them.
Is it true that you once had a Hollywood executive say that to you?
Very much so, yeah. Me and my partner, Evan, were in a meeting early in our careers, and we were rewriting a movie, and the executive said exactly that. And he looked at me and Evan and said, you know, I got into this because I love movies, and now it's my job to ruin them. And we never forgot it, and it really made us sympathize with those people. He runs 20th Century Fox Studios.
To get a film into theaters, especially the types of films that we mostly have made, like R-rated, lower budget films, is way harder.
Yeah. You're constantly seeing people make choices that are confounding and contrary to their own love of film.
There are some people in Hollywood who genuinely don't give a shit about movies and truly only care about the bottom line.
You're a new studio head. You want to make great art and make $1 billion doing it.
I play a guy named Matt Remick, and in the show I run a Hollywood movie studio. The major conflict is that of like art versus commerce.
Well, guess what? That never fucking happens, and you're gonna fuck everything up trying to make it happen. You understand?
We made Superbad in our teens, Pineapple Express in our 20s, This is the End in our 30s.
Patty's time has come and gone, and I'm seriously considering you to replace her.
Now we're in our 40s, and this feels like it could be like our definitive expression of this era of our lives.
Oh my God, yes. I'm the guy for the job.
I now run like a pretty big production company.
I honestly just have one strong reservation about you.
We make 6 or 7 TV shows on the air right now. We make several theatrical films a year.
How often do you feel like the villain in those real-life Point Grey interactions?
Regularly.
You got any feedback?
I work with my friends a lot. I am their boss often. I work with people I've looked up to my whole life. I don't want to disappoint them.
You're obsessed with actors and directors liking you.
You rule, man.
Rather than being obsessed with making this studio as much money as possible.
I don't want to make the things I'm working on worse. I want to make them better. I don't want to let the company down because 15 people work at it and I don't want it to collapse.
You fucking suit piece of shit!
And I also don't want to walk down the street and feel like I'm making garbage that I'm not proud of.
It was an amalgam of things we had experienced and my own fears and neuroses of like my role in the industry, basically. I'm sort of single-handedly keeping film alive.
So, he might never have fit the mold. But that's only because he was busy sculpting his own.
1, 2.
Please welcome back to The Late Show, Seth Rogen.
Yeah!
Honestly, I look back and like, I've had a very lucky career in many ways.
I won the lottery, basically. Because also no one knows anything, and that's like the fun. That's
the secret, right?
It's fun part about what we do for a living.
Yeah.
It's like no one really knows.
You were so lucid as to what you wanted out of your life.
Yeah, I knew.
I knew succeeding in Hollywood was inherently a competitive pursuit. I might not be better than them or smarter than them or
It's time for some movie magic.
have as many connections as them or be as good looking as them or any of these things, but I can at least work harder than them. Unfortunately, the only way to mitigate not being successful is to not quit. That's it. If you don't quit, you might make it. And if you quit, you definitely won't. Even the worst case scenario is survivable if you just keep going.
Work hard. And just start making stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what we did. It's not as hard as it used to be to really make something that's professional looking. So what's neat is if you really want to make movies, you can just make movies.
Time you guys go. You gotta go. I'm sorry. Thanks for coming, but you really should go now. Okay, thanks. Bye.